Hello and welcome back to another level 100 heroic guide. Today we're going to be taking a look at the mage class, the magician. The magician can be several different races: dark elf, erudite, gnome, high elf, human, and I think draken. Yeah, draken. I think that is it. We're going to make a gnome. I think that one looks fine enough. Stats don't really matter. It doesn't matter at all. Intelligence is the stat for you, but if you're starting at 100, it's not gonna really. you're gonna be capped, so it doesn't matter anyway. All right, so hopefully I hit the right button, and we're gonna load into Shards Landing. Alrighty, so here we are in Shards Landing. Wow, it is extremely laggy. Okay, I guess it was just because it was loading all that in. All right, we got our level 100 heroic character. Let's close some of these windows. Close that. All right, so I'm going to hit Alt W and Alt D to close those windows up there. Let's zoom out and let's go ahead and create 1, 2, 3, and 4 bars. These are going to be our new bars here for putting all the abilities on so we can kind of look at them. I don't go into like optimization and like how to do, some things like that, but we're just going to do like, overview of everything. So first thing first, I'm going to turn all these to texture so I can change the color, and it'll help explain things a little bit easier. All right, background, texture, and texture. And first thing I need to do, because I'm using the same character over and over again, is I need to summon my banker. We're gonna drop that right there. We're gonna summon the banker, and we're gonna take out some platinum. There we go. And I think we're good. So I'm gonna clear all these bars that we start out with. Where's it clear? Clear hot buttons. Just clear all those. It's not in any kind of order that I would like for my play style. And all right, so there we go. Let's go ahead and sit so we can get some meditation here. It started us with a healer mercenary, so that's perfect. The magician class is a very strong class, and we are going to kind of go through it here in just a second. I'm trying to debate how I want to get rid of this. Let's get rid of all these spells. All right, and let's just leave twin cast on there. So let's open up the right click on the spell bar here. Actually, let's center this so we can kind of get these easier. All right, magic damage over time. We're not gonna do anything in there. The most important stuff is gonna be, I think, the pet first. So we're gonna want a probably earth pet starting out here. So let's get the shard of earth, level 99. And let's go to create item. Let's get some Fright Forge armaments. So let's get that memorized. So appear in slot 2. We're going to go for direct damage. Let's go for Fickle Magma. Let's go for Spirit of Blister Steel. And Blister Steel Melanesia. I think that should be good. And then we're gonna want pet. We're gonna grab Pet Swarm, Relentless Servant. And let's see here. Those are low level, so let's get some buffs on us. Let's do shielding. Shield of the Dauntless, and then Combat Initiates. We're gonna want Surge of Shadow. Let's go Circle. Alright, I'm trying to find some other ones here. They're worth memorizing. Let's go to Pet, Combat Initiates, Groundswell Bodyguard. And I don't think any of these other ones are going to be worthwhile. So let's go ahead, and what we're going to have to do is go over to the merchant first, because we need some malachite to summon our pet. So there should be a merchant somewhere over here that will sell us what we need. General supplies right here. And there we go, malachite. Let's get like, let's just do 10. All right, let's go ahead and summon our Shard of Earth. Go, we have our pet. All right, we're gonna want some pet buffs here. So let's get pet haste. So burnout. What is that? 11. And groundswell. Circle flame. That window. And we're gonna summon. Summon some ornaments here. Open the bag. Open the second bag. All right, so this is the summoned weapons you can summon as a mage. You don't have to give your pet armor, just weapons. So we're looking for the one. Well, I think there is a one that will. There, the hatred. I think. Let's go with the ice ones, I think. I don't think we're going to have to worry about taunting on this. There we go. Give him those 2 swords, and he's good to go for now. And what else do we need here? That's it. Let's double check to make sure there's no other things in here that I'm totally forgetting. Because, I mean, there obviously is things I could forget, right? A lot of this is... you know, testing different ways you want to play and stuff like it. What? Ice Flame Eminence? I don't know what that is. What does it do? Cloaks your pet in a Ice Flame ward. Alright, easy enough. Alright, I think we're good spell-wise. I think we got a lot memorized. I mean, there's a lot of optimization you can do, but it's gonna be probably a little overkill for what we're about to do, because a level 95 can kill these mobs. That's what I'm about to kill. I did these with my one of my other groups, and yeah, stuff's not that hard. All right, so let's go through our AA abilities real quick. So we're gonna have defensive, so let's do background tent color blue for defensive type spells, our AAs and whatnot. We're gonna have utility, which is going to be yellow, and then we're going to have alpha tent red, which are aggressive spells like burns and stuff, and then we're gonna have tent color green for things that will heal us, so, or our pet, in that consideration there. All right, so Arcane Whisper reduces hatred. This is a utility. Aspect of Zom grants you standard invisibility and a mobile eye. So this is, I'm not even going to put it on my bar. Bind affinity will bind us somewhere. I'm not going to put that on the bar right now. All right, Companion's Aegis will consume mana to bless my pet with a shield. That is defensive. Companion's Discipline. This gives us the ability to do pet hold. Let's see here. What is the active ability on this? Oh. When you activate it, it moves him forward. That's not worth caring about. Companion's Fortification. That will buff our pet's defensive. Companion's Fury. That will make him do more damage. Intervening Divine Aura. Don't need it. Suspension. Don't need it. Dimensional Shield. Will give us defensive. So let's put that on this side. Diminutive Companion. When activated, shrinks your pet by 67%. This is a utility spell for the pet. Let's shrink him. So if we click it now, see how he shrinks. Means we don't have to memorize Tiny Companion. Drape of Shadows. This allows us to escape. I'm going to put that in 5. Eradicate Magic is a dispel. We're going to put that in utility. Focus of Arcanum. Improves our resist modifiers. That's going to go in the burn section. Forceful Rejuvenation. Let's put that at the end of the burn section. Gate. Group Perfected Invisibility. These are utilities. Group Perfected Invis Undead. More utility. Improved Twin Cast. Allows you to twin cast up to 16 damage spells for 2 minutes. So that's a burnish spell. Malaise, that is a utility that lowers the resists on mobs. Mass group buff, that's for giving everybody your damage shield. I can't think much else for that. Min Companion is a heal for our pet. Perfected invisibility is the same as the other one. It's just single target, self only. Perfected Levitation, that's another utility. Silent Casting, I'm gonna put that in the burn section. That's just take less aggro from stuff we do. All right, I'm going to turn that on. Spellcasting Subtlety, that will lower the threat for every spell we cast. Summer Step just jumps us forward. Tranquil Blessings is just the same as Mass Group buff. And Wind of Malaise is another deep resist buff, but it's AoE. So there we go. Call a Hero. It's great if we're in a group. It's more of a utility spell, but we're not in a group, so can't really call anybody. It summons a player to wherever you're at. So if they're on the other side of the zone, you can summon them to you. Pretty easy. Let's see here. This ability summons a level 100 elemental to attack your things. So we're going to summon that or put that there. That is going to be a burn. Let's see here. Companion Shielding heals your pet for 1200 and shields it. That's defensive for the pet. Elemental Conversion. Every 18 minutes, consume 3600 from your pet and give me mana. That is... Oh, that is utility right there. Elemental Form. When activated, transforms you into an elemental and grants you buffs. That is going to be a... I'll just put it in the green section for now, but we're going to want to cast that like right now. There we go. Now we're an Earth Elemental. That should be good. One thing I did forget to do is I forgot to summon the mount. Let's get rid of the illusion on this. So let me adjust this. Can't mount while illusioned. Let's see here. Where is the illusion? There it is. Elemental Form Illusion over there in the song buff category. And then we're going to mount right here. There we go. And just dismount and then reset. Perfect. Force of Elements activated, consumes a lot of mana to deal a lot of damage. We're going to put that in the burn section. Heart of Frost Stone Absorbs 60% of incoming melee damage. Alright, so that's going to be defensive. Heart of Skyfire increases the damage of spells. Burn. Host in a shell absorbs activate shields in your pets. Shields your pet in runes, absorbing damage. Defensive. Host of elements summons a swarm of 9 101 elementals. All right, that sounds fun. We're gonna put that right here. Second wind ward. Press a preemptive guard on your pet. Trigger that. Drop below 20%. All right, that's defensive. Servant row activated. Summons a 91 elemental. All right, that's another one of those just burns. We'll probably just burn all those towards the end of this. Strength or shield of elements heals you for 1500, then 2000 every 6 seconds. Wow, that's nice. That's a heal for me. Let's put that right there. Spire of Elements, that's another burn. That just gives us lots of things. Gives us more damage. Summon Modulation Shard, that is utility. Go ahead and do one of those right now. Or not. There it is. All right, we'll put that like on our bar right here. So that's something we didn't memorize spell-wise. Let's go ahead and do that. We can get a lot of these mod rods, and mod rods are useful for getting mana back, right? So when we need mana, we can click these, and it'll give us mana back for health. So we get a few of those. I think there's another one, but not really important right now. All right, when activated, increase the base damage of your direct damage by 38 to 45%. Jeez, that's another burn. Thermitage's Unity. We don't have that one yet. Turn summoned. This just makes summon die. And Velocity is a pet buff. I think that just makes him run faster. There we go. So pretty simple. I think that covers all of those, right? So this is a pretty simple class, but it's a very strong class. So let's turn on the maps so we can see where we're at. We're going to go up this way. In all these videos, I kill the snakes. It's just whatever I picked first in the very first video. And they're not terribly difficult. Now that I know that you can come here at 95 and have no problem killing this stuff, for the most part, it makes me feel like the heroic characters are a little underpowered. So if we look at the gear, right, this is about tier 1 Reign of Fear gear. It might be tier 1 of Darkened Sea, but it is like tier 1 of this because it's about 2,000 hit points. So, all right. There's one bug here. So what's what we're gonna do first? We're gonna kill this bug. So I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, I didn't even. Hold on. I'm jumping ahead of myself here. I didn't put anything on my spell bar. All right, we're gonna go get Fickle Mana. Put that on 2. We're gonna put Spear on 3. This on 4. And this can go on 5. Everything, I mean, like, it doesn't even matter. It's like, it's just gonna be, you'll see. All right, we're gonna hit 2. We're gonna pull this this guy in, send our pet in on it. We're gonna put our mercenary on reactive, and there we go. So I'm gonna do a 2 for Fickle Magna, then Spear, and then 4. Right, there we go, and just kind of repeat that kind of pattern. There is more to it, obviously, but getting things done, this is going to be fine. There we go, and let's do 4. This is a relatively weak mob, keep that in mind. All right, so there we go. Killed him. Now we're gonna go for the this harder mob, this slate scale slither. We're gonna send the pet. Didn't really work as well as I thought. All right, so I'm not gonna attack him. So I'm just gonna like watch for a second here. So we have the pet. He is tanking fairly well right now, right? Let's go ahead and do Restless Servant on him. On the that. So that summons a little gargoyle pet to actually do a little bit more damage. But for the most part, like we're pretty strong, right? Like I'm not doing anything. I put one spell on this guy, and my Earth pet is handling this just fine. I could have probably done this with a air pet. I like air. I like air the most. It stuns. So let's just do some nukes here and just kind of burn this guy down. Now you'll notice that I'm sitting. I'm sitting on the mount, right? And I don't have to move around a lot as a mage, so it's a little bit safer for me to do that because I don't have to worry about moving. So if I had to move around, it gets a little weird because of the initial velocity that you lose, stuff like that. But for the most part, the mercenary can keep the pet alive, no problem. While we're on the mount, also, you med. You're like, when I'm like this, I'm medding like I'm sitting down. And I don't get aggro from anything. There we go. This thing's dead. Let's get another one. I think there's another one over here. Now, mages have no form of crowd control, so if I were to pull two, I would be kind of having some issues, most likely. If they're the relatively weak ones, I could probably burn it down fast enough, but yeah, that one got onto me. I don't even know where it went. Oh, it's over there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, pathing on this is not fantastic, but there we go. We can just burn this down. And while we're here, so you see my mana's at 60%. I'm gonna hit this mod rod, and now I'm at 70%. I lost 30% of my health, but I got my mana back, right? And I'm trying to see if we have, maybe it's this one. Check real quick. One of these will let me summon a orb. I don't know if it's this or not. Let me check the description while we're fighting this. I'm not even paying attention. Yeah, that's should be me. It should give me something. There we go. All right. So mages also get these summon items that you can right click, just like a spell, and it does damage. So kind of cool. It's like an extra spell slot, kinda, depending on how lazy you are. Like if you want to drop that spell or not. I usually keep them memorized, but you know. But you know, it's another spell in your arsenal, and I believe these are only usable by the mage. Yeah, wizards and mages, I guess. And that line goes all the way to 120. All right, we'll do one more nuke, and this should kill this thing. 6%? Nope, 4%. And there we go. All right, so the mage is a fairly strong class, right? But I don't know many negatives for him, right? So if we do twin cast, do that, send the pet in. Now twin cast will twin cast our nukes for a short period of time, right? You can see the buff over there. So every time we cast a nuke, it's getting twin casted. Jeez. We pulled aggro there. There we go. And then we also have Improved Twin Cast, which is another AA ability. So we can click that and go through here and do more twin casting nukes, which it's hard to see without filters and stuff on, but we're doing a lot of damage. 16,000. In fact, we're doing so much damage, we're pulling aggro off the pet. And there we go. So there's, you know, potential to do more damage with, you know, using different abilities like that. So let's go over here to this one. And how much room do we have behind us? So let's go ahead and pull that guy. We're going to send the pet. I'm going to let the pet hang on it for a second. We're going to go, let's see, server to row, host developments, restless spirits. You see all these little pets? And if I'm not mistaken, mages do have an AA that causes more damage to be done if you have more pets out. So something to keep in mind. All right, this guy's, I mean, the pet's not even losing life, right? It's just pretty crazy how strong they are. And all those little pets are just massively doing damage to him, relatively speaking. Yeah, he's good, pretty good now. And Duke Bodyguard again. I can do another one of these ice comet from the staff. It looks so cool. And then done. There we go. So you can see that the mage is a fairly strong class, and they are probably one of the best solo. I wouldn't say the best solo class, but top 5 for sure. Just depending on your playstyle, I would say Necro was better solo, but the mage can solo really well. Very strong overall. And I'm not even using like a fraction of all the stuff, right? Like, I just went through really quick. I picked out what I thought was useful, and I put it on the bar. There's more spells to learn about. There's more everything to learn about, right? If you want to play this class. And I skipped over a lot of it. Like, it's just, for what we're doing right here, like, you don't need it. And this is a good place to learn all this stuff. And this is something I don't think I've mentioned in all the other videos, but like what I'm showing, what I'm saying isn't everything. There's a lot more to the classes. There's lots of nuances. I'm not an expert on a mage. I have mages, but they're like 2-button macro mages that I did nothing more than send my pet in and nuke on cooldown. Like, that's it. But if you really play a mage, you can do a lot with it. So it's definitely a fun class. But there we go. So that is the mage, level 100. Great class. Definitely worth a heroic one if you want to go farm some stuff. But thank you very much for watching, and have a fantastic day.